and we are back on The Rodriguez Show, and we have our special guest for this episode, County System Sound. That's the project that we're going to talk about today. You can see it right here. This is a physical copy. Nobody does this anymore, physical copies, man. We need more people doing this.
We need that nostalgia.
No Limit Kid records.
No Limit Kid CRAEV and Mellow Thing. What's up, guys?
Yeah. What up, guys?
Thanks for having us.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah. Thanks for being here.
Of course.
Always super welcoming here, Mellow Thing Studio. We're recording here today, as you probably know, because this is not the intro of the episode. This is the interview part. Man, it's fun in here, guys.
Yes.
How you guys feeling?
Love it, bro.
Yeah.
Love being here. Love working with my guys right here,
Yeah, I'm feeling good. Feeling great about the tape. Everybody's been receiving it well, and you know what I mean? I'm just happy to talk about it.
Nice.
That's right.
It was a month ago, right, that you dropped it?
Yeah.
Yep.
I thought it was the 19th, but the 17th.
17th. 1 month.
We missed the anniversary, but it's all good.
It's okay.
It's all good.
And then, before we move on, I just want to say the first track, Back Home, is one of my favorite tracks. It's one of the hardest intros.
Appreciate it.
And I'm going to save the question for later. But yeah, it's one of the hardest intros. I'm really happy for you guys. That song, I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, thanks.
And that was
Shout
like
out
the first
Hippie C.
punch in the face at the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to Hippie C.
Yeah.
So how was the making of this? How did you guys come up with this? Like, where did it start?
I initially always wanted to work with No Limit ever since I met him at FTG, right? It was like a Kid Vista show.
Yeah.
And we started talking then after us working together, I mixed the album for you, right? Like The Heart.
Yeah, you mixed the Heart out.
Yeah, The Heart. Yeah. So then I got to hear it more intimately. I'm like, damn, this is fucking sick. No Limit's fucking sick. And then some of the beats I think you produced on there, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, fuck yeah. And then so after seeing that, and then I noticed, I was like, dude, he has his own crew. He produces. He's got a studio. Like, it's dope. Like, he's got his own. That's like fucking combined forces, bro. Like. So I found CRAEV through there and the homies, and so ever since then I was like, we got to do something together,
Yeah, he would hit me up randomly, be like, "Yo, I'm putting away some beats in this folder." You know what I mean? And I think it was 6 months or maybe even 8 months, until we finally did meet up and actually do something.
Damn.
Yeah.
And it became this County System Sound.
And that's one of the things that, even when we saw you wander, we saw No Limit. Was it last year that was the first time we saw you? Was at the summertime thing, right? Was that?
Yeah, I think
one of the summertime things
with Noah, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's right away. You with one performance, I'm like, oh shit, fire.
Yeah, that's something I noticed too was the live part. That's what I appreciated the most because I play in the bands. I'm a drummer, so I appreciate that part because it takes a lot of work to be on point, tight, not look like a fucking fool. You know what I mean? Or not go do something where you're hard on yourself later or whatever.
No backtrack.
Yeah. So that's what I noticed. Yeah, especially no backtrack. So that I'm like, all right, cool. These guys are on all parts of the craft. They do graph too. They skate.
Yeah.
We love doing it.
Pokemon.
Pokemon Go.
To catch them all. Shit.
Hey.
And that's the thing is even that's when you said he has his own crew, the people that you're working with, you guys working together, you guys match that energy to each other. So it's not when the posse comes up, it's I got to hear this guy's verse. It's everybody has that. Even Classified, right? That's one of your homies too.
Shout out Classified.
Shout out Class.
He's a demon.
Classified.
So how much of because obviously Mellow, I know your beats very cinematic. How much of that was your beat selection and what you guys how did that come together? Was that always the intention to make it sound cinematic?
We talk about the streets.
Yeah, I want to say these streets, we were all in here with the homie Classified. We had Eddie Rotten in here, and we were just listening to beats kind of that Mellow was running through. Mm-hmm. And then that one came by, and we were we all agreed we wanted to work on that one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then the other ones, I want to say, I had one of the beats for Sinking Ships. I had it ahead of time. Yeah. And I came in I have my verse on this one, and we just had space on the end, and that's when he came in and did his thing.
He was writing to it, and he showed Mellow the verse, and Mellow was like, go in the booth.
Yeah, he just said,
when
do
he was
it.
in the booth, me and Mellow were right here writing the hook. And I was like, yo, I kind of got something. I went to the restroom, and I had already got something stuck in my head. And I came back, and I was already singing the all good, baby.
Nice.
And then, we wrote it. And then by the time he was out, I already pretty much had the hook. And then it just came together.
Nice. It feels very organic.
Yeah, definitely. Because even some of the beats, we didn't hear them until, for the other stuff, till we got together that
Yeah,
first
a couple
time.
of them.
Yeah. That's cool, man. So tell us about the people that you got on this here too. It's not just you guys, huh?
Yep, we got Classified, Eddie Rotten, we got Hippie C, and
That's
I think
it,
that's
yeah.
it. Yeah, I think that's it. And Mellow Thing, you know what I'm saying?
Mellow Thing, yeah. Shout out to the GOAT.
Yeah.
Is that at the end of Back Home? That's you, right? Like the
Oh yeah,
Him and
yeah,
Eddie,
yeah, yeah. This me and Eddie, like
The sound bath.
yeah, yeah. When I was when I was sequencing the album together, after we had to put some parts in between the songs, and I was sequencing it like further. Me and Eddie were here, and I was like, "Fuck, dude, I want to do like the harmonies that are on the beat that fade away, but like we just keep it going."
yeah.
So we just did that, like, you know, just added it last minute. That's what kind of my favorite part, sequencing, because you always like you're working against the clock, and I don't know, for some reason I like that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Shine under
It's a
pressure.
different way of
Yeah,
sampling
it
too,
kinda-
because like they're sampling an original melody that they were already singing, but they just brought it out like
Yeah.
by themselves, you know. So it's pretty cool.
That was pretty dope.
Right.
One of the things I was going to ask you guys, because when I was listening to Back Home, it's just one of the tracks all the tracks are great, but I thought of like if you were doing a greatest hits of your own music, Mellow Thing, I think this song would definitely be on there.
Oh, sick. Oh, yeah.
But what about like? Have you guys thought of each of you guys like 3 of your songs that are definitely going to be in your greatest hits album?
It's a
Yeah,
great
that's so
question.
funny you just said that because I was thinking about this the other day,
That's sick.
just because the songs we've been dropping lately, a lot of good ones. But I think I got a few. Yeah, I think I already have 3. Definitely would be Back Home. For
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, Back Home sick.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a good song.
Uh,
I don't know. I'd say for me, probably like Astronauts is one of them.
Yeah,
That was a big
Astronauts is one
song
of
for
our
us.
songs. That one's
It
big.
was like the first one where everybody was like, "Damn, you guys are hard."
That's sick.
Yeah, Mama's Saying too. I feel like
Mama's Saying,
that's
I love
another
that
one
song.
that's real hip hop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And a lot of people really appreciate it for that.
Then I got probably like Turn Them Into Fans is one that I know everybody fucks with for me. That's the one I won the competition with you
Yeah.
guys. And
Yeah,
that
that's
song.
dope.
So.
Hell yeah.
That's
You
dope.
gonna say
though.
something?
Can't wait for
No,
the
no, no.
greatest hits.
I know,
You know what I'm saying?
For real.
Mellow Thing, what about you? Do you have any other than Back Home, like from an outside project where you're like, all right, this would be
Back Home, for sure, is dope because it got the hippie verse in there. It's like a secret weapon there.
Yeah, it is. You don't even see
It's
it
like when
coming.
Batman pulled out the gabbling guns in the
Exactly.
Yeah.
front. You know
Oh,
what I mean?
shit.
I like, yeah, but Light It Up is pretty sick.
Yeah.
Like with Specs, shout out Specs.
Yeah, that one's fire.
Like a third one, I'd have to think about it because it's, you know.
it's too narrow. Like
Yeah.
it's 3 is too limiting for you. I know.
Yeah.
People watching.
Big
no?
discography.
Yeah, people watching
I'm gonna
sick
throw
too.
honorary mention. People watching.
Yeah.
Don't call me.
In the comments, tell us what song y'all like.
For real.
Yeah, you guys tell me, bro.
All right, so let's talk about the cover art, man. How did this come about? It's like a birth certificate.
Yeah, so it's like the Orange County birth certificate.
Oh, okay.
Like one day we all started talking about the cover and I was like, you know what, we should use the birth certificate, you know what I mean, to kind of like as the backdrop. So I came up with like the birth certificate and then I had a format, but Mello was like, let me see it, let me work on it. And he added like some other elements like the corner, the lettering in the outside and
Yeah.
stuff like that, which kind of tied it all in together. And then he put like typewriting font and stuff like that.
That's like,
Yeah, I think and all the pictures are them from when they were kids.
No, yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, we just took old photos from our childhood
Yeah.
and just mashed them all
Yeah,
together.
Some they explained to me, but I don't know if they're down to share. But some of those pictures touch on like what some of the songs are about, so,
Gotcha.
or reference. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
Yeah, because the whole album's pretty much just like, you know, like children that or people that came through up this county system, you know, whether it's like the legal system or like foster care system, you know what I mean? So that's pretty much, he was more in trouble with the law.
Yeah.
For me, you know, I was just in trouble with the you know, the foster care system and stuff like that. So
gotcha.
it's just like how, you know, stories would sound from people that grew up, you know,
Gotcha.
going through all
And
that.
out here in Orange County, they're right next to each other. They're
Yeah.
right next
Yeah.
door. The juvenile hall and the foster home and shit. They're right next door.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, so
That's
just
kind of a trip.
You know, something like that too. County babies that just made some dope
Yeah.
music.
Yeah.
You know, and then we
yeah.
got the goat over here that suits it all.
That's
you know?
lived experience. You know?
Yeah.
Yep.
And I think it's cool for people to see like your story about, like you said, like you came out from something that you were having trouble with, like a life that wasn't as easy as people would expect, and now you're so like great in what you're doing and who you are. So it's like such a cool inspirational way to look at it.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Yeah.
Yeah, no, you got to keep going because to be able to reach that potential, you know, you got to go through a lot of ups and downs. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And
Yeah,
just
for sure.
glad that I'm able to keep going with my boys and build a relationship and something that's actually dope.
Nice.
For sure.
What do you think was the hardest track to make out of all these?
For me personally, it was Back Home. I sat here and wrote my verse for like probably an hour, and that's long for me. That's a long time for me. So I was killing
Which is still
myself.
fast.
They thought I was like upset or something. I was all super quiet, bro. Just
I was like,
locked
damn, are
in,
you
bro.
pissed? I think I asked that one, but
I rewrote it like 3 times, bro. I was super overthinking it because I liked his verse a lot. So I was really overthinking my verse.
Yeah,
So for me, that was the one. I don't know about for you guys, but
Yeah, man, I feel like everything flowed so well. I think maybe the only thing, like I said, that if there was a struggle, was all good.
Yeah.
But
Maybe.
even that one was like pretty fast too.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think any of them were kind of like, like what No Limit said. I agree with that. As far as like beats, the hardest one to make was probably Back Home, just because it was like the type of sampling. It's kind of like I'm not really altering the beat too much, aside from like pitch. So I'm kind of using the song itself as the sample.
Nice.
Yeah, and then just adding like a kick or a snare or something. So I guess maybe that's all to it. Yeah. But that was kind of the hardest one because it was like one where I just got my SP and just taught myself how to use it, and then fucking that was a headache.
Probably why it's the hardest one.
Yeah, but it was like the first time I approached sampling in that way, one of the first times. So yeah, it was difficult, but yeah, it was fun after I figured it out.
Nice. Is there anything you guys learned about yourselves making this project?
I feel like not to overthink and think stuff, just let it flow. Like I feel like if you know like you have a good formula and good people behind you that can represent you well and you can help sharpen your knife or whatever.
definitely.
Yeah, just go for it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nice.
I feel like I learned that like I shine more around people who like love it and who are really good at it. You know what I mean? Because I feel like I want to be my best I can because I got to match up with them. So I feel like that's what I learned for sure.
Yeah, I learned that these were their sickest rappers. Like no, for real.
Teamwork make the dream work.
Yeah, they came with it. They were prepared, and like it can't like having someone that's like how we like what I said earlier. What I recognize them is that they're working hard, like and always getting better, and always like I don't know, like progressing.
Yeah.
For sure.
So
Nice.
So that's always cool to see that people, and I think that kind of like motivates me because then motivate each other. You know what I mean? Like, damn, they're doing something still. Fuck it, let's keep going.
Yeah,
For sure.
Yeah.
And that's so speaking of that, like progressing now, like a month after finishing this one, now what's next for you guys? What are you hoping to do?
Yeah, we got something planned already. Like we got a whole new album. Mellow just mastered it for us.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's called Still Working.
Yeah.
We're still working.
Still working. Yeah, it goes with everything you guys were just saying.
Yeah, low key, we plan on dropping it September 3rd. We haven't really told nobody, but it's just kind of going to be
The
just
Rodriguez
a drop.
show
We'll
exclusive.
start promoting it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, Mellow heard it. He likes it.
Yeah, I love it, man. And I think they got the homie Bravo on there, and I
Bravo.
brought it up
Shout
to you,
out
and he was like, "Dude, we really pushed his pen," and I was like, "I love that,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like I like that to hear that it's like it's cooperative,
You
Yeah.
took it really well too,
Yeah.
and really like locked in too. So
I
shout out
could tell,
Bravo
man. I
for
was
that,
like,
for
"Fuck,
sure.
man, what the fuck? All right, dope."
And we got it's with the homie Deleuze Cannon too. I don't know if you guys
Oh,
heard
yeah,
of it.
Yeah,
so
the loose cannon.
Cannon's on there.
So
He produced everything on it, bro. The beats
Yeah,
are crazy. So
Yeah, for real, yeah.
Nice, man.
It's
Fire,
it's
man.
dope, but it's just another thing. Like when you work with a group, like how we did with this album, we just learned some more stuff about ourselves.
Yep.
So
Nice.
just to keep pushing.
Yeah. That's dope.
yeah, and I think what's next is just all the shows. You want to
Yeah, a lot of shows. Yeah, I'll be doing Top Fest coming up.
Yeah.
You know
Oh,
what I'm
nice,
saying?
nice.
Fest.
Trying to get Mellow to
Yeah.
help me out with that.
Nice.
I'll be there running the board.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Happy
Yeah,
to the Pursuit Fest,
Yeah.
Fest in October, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
October 5th.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So, Mellow Thing. What about you? I know you got you just dropped the project too, right? Another one.
Yeah, I dropped one with Eddie and Eddie Rodden and Peso 9003.
Nice.
Yep,
It's
shout
called
out Peso.
Money Flow. So it's like a bunch of singles and stuff that that just keeps growing and growing every month or so.
Nice.
Yeah, we dropped that, and then I got the Loopers 1 year anniversary coming up on the 31st of August.
Yeah,
Beat Temple's
shout
gonna
out
be there,
Loopers,
you know?
Let's go.
Yeah, so I'll be doing a set there with all the homies and dropping some merch, and we're dropping like a Loopers tape. So
Nice.
that's
Yeah.
Yeah, that's next weekend. So next Saturday, right? And
Yeah,
then-
next Saturday, 5 to 1, or 2, depends.
What happens?
Yeah.
What had happened was.
All right, so you guys ready to do a couple tracks from this project?
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's go.
All right.
Let's do it.
Locked in.